But what about the language? Let's go to all the columns that this table has. What you're seeing right now is some names, beautiful column names that you're seeing on your screen. And I'm sure some of you are laughing because this is what real world looks like. These are how the columns are described. Documentation does not exist. And it's not that people have not tried. People do give it a try, just that there is no right way to scale this. Everybody, like we always say, everybody likes documentation, but nobody wants to do documentation. But now I'm super excited to present context agents. Thank you to all our customers who've been working with us to shape context agents. Now let me make it real for all of you. What you're seeing is Atlan's native context agents, which help you accelerate the problem, the gaps, and fill the voids in your context layer. What you're seeing is we've created curated set of collections of assets. And we've made this knowing the fact that these are the assets your agents will actually need. And this is based on existing information from your data layer. One of the favorite collections for our customers has been popular SQL assets, which is a reflection of all the assets that like the business is already using. So what I opened is a collection of popular SQL assets. Based on this, it shows that my context has 100 assets. The coverage for metadata looks like 8%. And we have three things that we could do. We could run enrichment on descriptions, README, SQL Intelligence. And what it means is it's as easy as clicking a button. What this means is our agents will traverse through the data map that we already have, goes through schema, column names, upstream lineage, downstream lineage, look at every query history that exists, look at your existing business concepts, existing metadata, and generate them. So for me, right now, let's just trigger this. So while this is happening, while it's going through, traversing through this, let me open the asset which already has something. What you're seeing right now is the same table, just that the language now makes sense. It's no longer PLN ID. It talks about exactly what descriptions exist so that when the agent tries to traverse, it does not do guesswork. And we didn't just stop here. We, in fact, went one more step. I'm sure a lot of you have so many stale Confluence documents that nobody gets updated. Now this README gets automatically updated based on existing data layer. In fact, one thing that I really like here is how teams use data. This has been amazing to just see how different teams have been using data. And this could be super helpful for the agents when to decide what to pick up, what not to pick up, but from a business point of view, not just from a SQL point of view. And like I said, we didn't just stop here. We went one more step, intelligence. This is something most people miss out on. It's not that pre-LLM or pre-talk to data, teams have not been using data. We've been using data, whether it's by ad hoc data querying, your BI layers, all your BIs are sharing queries. What we've done with context agents is we've reverse engineered every SQL question and given a list of questions that are getting actually asked. So what this gives is, this gives another test set, eval set, and we look at some of this of how we are going to use this to actually build an agent later. And we didn't stop with business questions. We looked at joins. We all know AI is not good at writing joins right now. So this makes it easy for it, grounded so that the reasoning gets better. We looked at filters so that it does not make, does not have problems doing operands. And we looked at what other columns are connected to this. So all your historical business questions that data has been used is actually the biggest IP of companies right now. What we've moved on to now is we moved on from a data graph. Now we've moved on to a business graph. What you're seeing is a business concept of subscription. This might be, this content of this might be lying around hundreds of documents, the knowledge folders that we talked about. Our context agents crawls through all of that to help you create this and auto-manage this. So it helps you generate this. Again, the description, what this could use. So the next time the agent wants to run, it knows the exact difference of what subscription looks like. Because just like business, we don't talk in the language of PLN, ACT, we talk in the language of business. And this is what it grounds any agent on. So we went through a journey of data graph traversal. So let's also go through a journey of maybe business graph traversal. What you're seeing is subscriptions. This is the entity that we created, which was created by context agents. Let me click. It realized that it figured out that, hey, the subscription is actually built by an entity called invoice. Maybe let me expand a little bit more. It talked about that, hey, this is a different concept that applies to this. And business concepts are not just about entities, these are also about metrics. So it's able to figure out the right metrics that are calculated, which is related to invoice. Your agent does not need to do another calculated formula and try to reason and hallucinate on building the right formulas. It can just ground itself on some of these metrics. So we saw the data graph, we saw the business graph, but for the context layer, we brought both of them together. So not only our context agents creates your data graph or your business graph, with linked assets, we're able to bring all of them together. So not only this is the business concept of subscription, but this links together with all your existing assets in your data layer that actually references a subscription business concept.